Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today's menu, we're going to be talking about how to make African Nigerian fish pepper soup. So to get started, we're going to need our fish, which is the main ingredients. As you can see, this fish I'm using here is called the catfish. Now this catfish has already been pre-washed. It's all clean and washed for you already. And also we are going to be using the this is called mackerel. As you can see here, this is also pre-washed already, ready to be used. So we're going to be using two types of fishes, the catfish and the mackerel fish. So let's get started. Also people, moving along here, I'm going to be showing you the ingredients that will be used for the catfish. As you can see, I've had the ingredients all set up for you here. We're going to be using the onion, and we're going to be grating maybe like a quarter of this ginger. And then I have here my thyme leaf right here. The thyme actually is this one right here. And the curry, I like using the Ducros brown because it gives it a nice flavor. You can also use our rosemary powder right here. Rosemary powder right there. And of course we have pepper soup seasoning right here. We're going to need just a quarter teaspoon. We of course have salt to taste and organic meats. Also the hot pepper powder. These we don't need a lot. We're just gonna use just a tiny 3/4 teaspoon. Also, this is just in addition. If you like, you can add just a tiny dip of Lorry's seasoning to taste. Let's get started. Continuing on with the fish cooking, right here you can see we already put the fish already in the water, just plain water at this time, and the fish is getting ready to start boiling. So we just at this time start adding our ingredients, and we're gonna go one after the other. So here we're gonna right here first, what I'm gonna add is my nut cube. And I can just have the water sprayed like that. Next, I'm going to add the seasoning that I have. We're going to go one after the other. We're going to go, basically these are the seasonings that we're going to be using. And then we're going to go and add first of all the curry powder to give it this nice tasty flavor. And then I'm going to add my thyme. That's the way you make a regular soup. Just a little dip of thyme right there. And once again, I spread this around the whole pot. Next, I'm going to add my seasoning salt. Seasoning salt. Just like a quarter teaspoon. And the reason I'm adding that much because the fish was not seasoned initially, so I just had to add that much. But if you are salt sensitive, you want to add just a little bit per house, just a quarter teaspoon. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add my right here is the spice for the pepper soup. pepper soup spice. I'm just adding just a quarter teaspoon like that, and I'm going to let this sizzle and boil for just 5 minutes before adding the other fish, the mackerel. Now while the soup is getting its will and getting ready to boil, we have to add our onion. We shouldn't forget to add our onion. Just add it right here, the onion and we added the onion and the ginger to it. And then just a little bit of mint. This is the mint leaves to give you that spicy flavor, mint spicy flavor, just a little bit like so. And at this time I think it's safe for us to add mackerel. And this mackerel right here was already pre-seasoned, so that is why we're adding it a little bit late. And also mackerel, we know, is very soft, so we add it just gently to the pepper soup. Some people like to add like a little bit of crayfish to your pepper soup. I mean, that is their prerogative, but I don't. So I just like my pepper soup fresh and just natural. And we're gonna let this cook for another 10 more minutes. At this point, if you want, you can add a little bit of crayfish, just a tiny little bit, to make flavor, a little bit of southwestern part of Nigeria. And then don't forget, we have to add our pepper. We almost forgot this stage. We have to add our pepper, just as much as you can handle. Now I think that's a little bit too much, but that is fine because I love pepper. Once again, we're just going to let this mixture cook and sizzle very well before we can serve.